Introducing new Moth Be Gone. Welcome back to WETT The Splash, the home of all your naughty little secrets.
We are live from the scene of the accident, and the death toll has climbed to a staggering rate.
Welcome back. Guess what? If you go to blacktiecbd.net, I don't think they know this anymore, but you could put in the code THICK1 and get 10% off. Now, here's the thing. I haven't talked to that guy. I met the guy from Black Tie CBD, I think, 4 years ago when the show started. We had an episode called the Trapisode, and it was, it was a really fun time. We watched, it was me and Mike, and we watched the Canelo versus Triple G boxing match, which was fantastic, and we had a great time, and then we had a really fun episode. But that's the only time I've ever met him. I've really never really talked to him afterwards. And he probably, he might not even know that he's sponsoring the show anymore, but he is. So if you go on blacktiecbd.net, it's, THICK1, 10% off.
Have you reached out to him yet?
No. I thought about it. I thought about it, and instead I decided to just go on the website and see if it worked. And it worked. So I was like, you know what? Why poke the bear? We have an ad. We got to read. That's what it is. That's the important thing for the we're pulling back the curtain. The people get to know. The important thing is that we have a read. It makes it more professional. THICK1. All right. Don't tell them personally. Just use the promo code. I think, as long as they're getting money, our calendar has arrived.
Oh, nice.
Yes. As long as they're getting money, I think they're going to be happy about us. So let's just leave them alone and buy CBD products off of them. All right. So we're back. It's episode 190. We're getting real close to 200. And maybe we could take like suggestions or something. Like we got to make that episode special. We have 10 weeks. So that means we have like what it's going to be like in June or something, or maybe early July. But it's got to be something fun. We'll figure that out for sure, right? That's going to be a thing. So, listen to that episode and also every episode until that episode and the episodes that are after that episode. And
I think it's July.
It's July? Okay. All right, cool. So, all right, let's go through the Discord. What do we got? So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to shout out all the members. I'm going to do this every week. So for this week, we'll just shout out all the existing members. And then for the following weeks, we'll shout out every single new person that joins the Discord. So, with Discord, you can make your own name on there. So make it funny if you want. I'm going to read it by the name. So for this week, the shout outs is Bubbles, of course, the Oakland Bear, El Chapo, Hugo Coy 33, Pone Wall Street, Ragin' Texan, The Redneck Review, shout out Redneck Review, T. Zalega, and Zingus. Right on, guys. Keep fucking let's get those numbers growing. Let's get people in there.
Tell your friends.
Talk shit to each other. I want everybody to just go in there and call me fat. I'm gonna make a side channel called Call Thickness Fat. And that's all I want you to do. Just go in there and be like, hey, you're fat. And I'm not gonna take offense. I'm gonna be proud. I'm just gonna be happy that you're listening. All right. So we got voice messages. We got one voicemail. And it's actually from Bubbles. All right. So let's see what he's got to say. Did you hear that?
Barely.
Let me turn that up quite a bit. All right.
Yeah, barely.
Media. All right, here we go.
Hello.
Okay, he said hello, I guess. Well, that was fun. He gave me all right, he's got one more.
It's so stupid.
Bitch.
Oh, the good old bait and switch,
that
man.
Little bastard, he got us. All right.
Yeah, thinking he's all sweet and cuddly and shit. You
yeah.
know?
God damn it. Right on, Bubbles. You're the man. All right.
That's rude.
Oh, yeah. So, okay, interesting articles through the Discord. Actually, this one got sent to me on the side, but if you guys want to put it through the Discord, that would be fantastic, too. So let's talk about Kelly. She sent me this guy, Mike Wimmer. Thomas, if you want to look up this guy, this is crazy. All right, so this kid is he's 12, and at the age of 4, they wanted to try to get him into preschool, so they had him tested to see if he had any of the handicaps, and instead they indicted him into Mensa.
What is that?
The Mensa is like that secret society for the super smart people. I think
so
once,
the Illuminati.
yeah,
Basically?
yeah. I think once you get an IQ of 120, you can be in Mensa. So at 4 they put this fool in there, and like right now he's 12, and during the COVID year, he decided to take his junior year, his senior year, and both college years to get his high school diploma and an associate's degree, all in 1 year.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Is this the next Elon Musk?
Yeah, no, dude, he's okay. So right now he's making he's got 2 startup companies, and like he's doing like robotics basically, and what his plan is that he has this one startup company that's gonna help him create his big robotics company to help people.
Oh, yeah.
So he's totally the next Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and I think the military should be surrounding his house at all times.
Yeah, because he might get
Yeah.
kidnapped.
Yeah. I think they should be.
sold into some weird.
I think they should be
scientific
like
slavery.
And here's the thing, I think they should be quiet about it. I think they should do their best, because apparently he likes Hot Wheels, as young autistic children do. Because look at him, all right? He's honed in, bro. He got all the vaccines. You know what I'm saying? He's palsied up, but he's a goddamn genius. So I think, they should be like hiding in treetops. They should definitely put like a tracker in him while he's asleep or something. Like they should do it like King Kong style, where they like throw a ball of chloroform into his room, and then while he's out, they need to put like a tracker in him somewhere deep, like maybe like inside of his colon or something.
Oh,
somewhere
jeez.
so he's
This
not
poor
gonna.
kid.
You can't let him find it.
Ah, this poor kid, though.
No. And then you just
Traumatize him for life.
no, he doesn't need to know. He'll be asleep. And, it's just gonna be that one day he doesn't remember from when he was 12.
Oh, my God. That's wild,
Dude, I've got one of those days. I've got a day like that. I don't know what happened. I think something could have happened, and I'm terrified. And one day we're gonna find out. But like, all right. Quick side tangent, because this is what we do on the show anyway. So, I think I was probably around this age. I was probably 12 or so, and I would do this thing where I would get off school, I'd get home at like 2:33 or whatever, and if my homework was done, I would go around the corner to Uncle Mike's house, and I would hang out until like 5:30. Because remember, Uncle Mike's not my uncle; he's only a couple years older than me.
Right. Right. But he's just the. Is it like actual Uncle Mike, or that's just the name he got?
No, he
was given.
He plowed Bubbles' sister, so we call him Uncle Mike as a joke of that. And then he was always just kind of like a big brother type to me growing up, because he was much older. So it just sticks. It's a good nickname for him.
Yeah,
But,
nice.
Yeah. So all right. So I would go to his place with hang out with him and his brothers until 5:30, because 5:30 was when Dragon Ball Z would come on, and I knew when, exactly, and that's exactly when dinner time was. So it's just like I knew that I was supposed to be home by 5:30, because dinner was going to be at 6. So I watched Dragon Ball Z, and then there was dinner every night. And I just remember, like, I got home. It was a Wednesday, so like I got home extra early off school, and I stepped off the front porch, and then I don't know. I just remember walking. I remember stepping off the front porch, and then I remember walking into Uncle Mike's house, and Dragon Ball Z was on. I was like, what the fuck? Like, is it on early? Like, what's going on? And they're like, no, it's 5:30. And then I ran back home. So somehow it took me like somewhere between like 2 and 3 hours to walk 3 houses. And I have no memory whatsoever. I just remember stepping out the front porch. I almost just remember walking straight there, but so I don't understand how it took me 3 hours. So that's what they need to do to this kid. They just need to They need to throw.
Man, that got wicked, bro.
Bro,
Jesus
okay,
Christ.
yeah. Remember we were talking about that mushroom therapy, bro? Like that,
Yeah.
that unlocked that memory. Just us talking about that the other day. I was thinking about like, oh, what kind of crazy shit what flashbacks am I gonna have? And then I remembered that, and I was, oh, dude, yeah, what happened that day? Maybe I can find out. Maybe I shouldn't find out.
Are you
Maybe a van pulled up, and then I just.
Are you sure that you had a kidnapping, or it was like
No, I'm not saying I don't know what happened, dude. I could have got kidnapped. I could have got butt fucked.
Okay, I wasn't sure how to approach this.
I could have got butt fucked. I could have fell asleep in the bushes somewhere. Like, who knows? Like, I just somehow took a really long time to get across those houses. And
okay, well, what if there was like a scenario where you thought you showed up there at like 5 o'clock, but you just walked over at 5 and missed Dragon Ball Z or something?
I mean, okay, there's that chance it's possible, but here's the thing. Like, I remember I didn't have any homework, so I just remember I remember being confused about it then. That's the part that sticks with me for like life. Was just that I remember getting into the house and being really confused that Dragon Ball Z was already on. And then just being like, where did that, like, I just got off school.
I don't know, for some reason I can just picture like you looking up and seeing it's 5 o'clock, but somehow within the quick glance it was actually
it was 5, but I thought it was 3,
yeah,
and then I just
3 was 5. Yeah, there you
I
go.
ran out the door, and then I get there, and
Yeah.
it's already time to come home.
Right.
That's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, people will erase memories if sometimes.
It's true.
Repression is a very real thing.
It's true.
And if your body's good at repression and something was traumatic enough and you were young enough, maybe.
I don't know. Just a clean slate though sounds too Men in Blacky to me. You know.
Right. I had one of those days when I fell asleep once. It felt like I blinked and then like the light was on.
Yeah.
Have you ever had one of those?
No.
No? We were kids. I just remember like it was nighttime and I blinked and it was morning. And I was like pissed off because I felt like I didn't go to sleep.
I was while I
must
was
have
not
KO'd.
hyperactive, I was always very conscious of like myself fading out,
Yeah.
you know, kind of thing.
I think I think I was probably on the border of consciousness as far as like becoming a human as a child.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because like when you're 3, you're not entirely like, I don't know how conscious you are. You're making noises.
Yeah.
You might be talking
I
and
can't
shit,
remember the
but
specifics of it because Jessica does, you know, teacher shit, right?
Yeah,
with
yeah.
kids. And it's like the concept really of themselves is the only thing that really exists. The concept of external, you know, and things
Yeah.
around them is still developing for the most part.
We
you know?
don't even really understand death until like somewhere
Right.
between 7 and 9.
Unless you watched Land Before Time at 4.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you're like so sad. Like, why is she not getting
yeah,
up?
those fucking bastards. But I mean, like, as far as like for me looking into my own vault of memories, I think I started picking up and noticing myself like critically thinking and stuff around like maybe kindergarten.
Yeah.
I think kindergarten is as far back as I can like think into my head of like when I was actually thinking about everything that was going on all the time.
I definitely don't remember much of anything beyond like 5th grade, really. I remember specific things. here and
Before 5th grade?
yeah, before 5th grade.
Okay,
Yeah, not
yeah.
after
That's
5th
not
grade.
good. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
going
Who are you?
You're going full Frankie Muniz. You just seized out a couple times. Now you don't have any memories. You're just living the day
What are you
by the
doing
day
here?
and only.
Who am I?
Yeah, he claims that he doesn't remember Malcolm in the Middle.
I'm sorry, I'm getting
I
distracted
know.
by the female
Frankie
coming inside.
Frankie Muniz, I think he was doing so many drugs and had so many like combinations of like overdoses and seizures and stuff that he says he has no memory whatsoever of filming Malcolm in the Middle. And that's a huge chunk of his life.
You think some weird shit was also happening on set?
Maybe.
'Cause
Yeah.
that's a probability too.
I don't know. Bryan Cranston seems like a real guy. Like, I don't think he's ever going to get Me Too'd. I think his first
I mean,
one-
that's what they said about what's his name?
Kevin Spacey? Because he was kind of creepy looking from the beginning.
No, yeah, he kind of already had the profile.
Maybe it's because he was Hal from Malcolm in the Middle that I just trust Bryan Cranston naturally because he was a dad character.
Bill
who's-
Cosby is who I was thinking of.
Oh,
I'm
people
sorry, I'm
trusted the
stoned
fuck-
as fuck,
But
so I'm
here-
like my brain is thinking in 3 different ways.
But Bill
Right
Bill
now.
Cosby had this special kind of situation because like he was an absolutely terrible, terrible person. So he like to an extreme where he's raping all these people. So he was masking that by being the extreme of good on the outside. You know, like when Chris Rock came out with, I think it was like Delirious or Raw, whichever one was first. Eddie Murphy like called him, and not Eddie Murphy, Bill Cosby called Eddie Murphy, and like kind of like talked down, almost berated him for swearing so much. And it was because he was putting on a front. He was raping everybody. So he was just like, no, look at me. I'm good. I'm the fucking guy. And you know what? That's what needs to happen to this child. So they've chloroformed the kid and they put a tracker in him. I know, we're going back. We're all over the place. We're still on the Mensa kid. All right? You know, we're just running into tangents. So this is what we do. We knock the kid out. We make that memory gone. There's ways that we can do it. We could do it with drugs. We can make him have like a... No, we don't want to fuck his brain up, though. That's the other thing, though. He's too smart. You know, so I think we knock him out with the chloroform idea. We just gas him a little bit, just enough. And then they take like a long needle, and then they spread his butt cheeks, and they put the tracker like deep enough in his ass that he'll never get to it like with a finger. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then like that way we already know where he's at all times. Then you take military guys. We put a division of the military. It doesn't need to be that many guys. All right? We military industrial complex is real. We got money for this.
Sure.
So we put these guys, we hide them in bushes, we hide them in rooftops. We just need like 6 guys within like let's say a quarter-mile radius of the kid of all times. But he never needs to see any of them. They don't need to be fucking like, this doesn't need to be Chuck. He doesn't need to be walking around with an NSA agent or anything like that. Like he doesn't need to know they exist, but they need to be there. All right, we watch this child, because if anything, first of all, if anything happens, it goes 2 ways. 1, maybe he dies. 2, he becomes a supervillain, and he has supervillain potential.
That's the worst outcome possible.
Bro, I mean, look
hate
at him.
that.
Yeah,
he comes up with the next COVID or something.
And he's got a little bit he's got a hint of the tism, so I bet he doesn't have like, he could probably disconnect like from empathy and sympathy from other humans and become like a full blown super, and then it becomes Elon Musk versus fucking what's this little cunt's name? Mike Wimmer. Like, oh my god, the battle of the century, dude.
It's true.
It's gonna be like did you ever play those old Stone Age games? It was like it was like a tower, not tower defense, but you had 2 bases, right? It was like a 2D still image, and then like cavemen would come out of both sides, and you could build like cavemen on dinosaurs for more points, and then like as you like get more points for killing each other, you went through the eras. So next you went through revolutionaries, and you had like knights and like guys with like crossbows and cannoneers, and then you would go up another era to like modern, where you'd have like, guys with like fucking machine guns and tanks. You never played this game? Like Age of Empires?
Sounds kind of like, sounds like Civ almost.
No, no, because it was only 2 bases, and it was just like, look up Age of Empire and then hit like images. It was just like it was so basic. It was like a shitty, like free kind of game that you would play like, no, I guess that's not it. It was just like one of those, like you could play it at school on one of those fucking whatever those things were called when you
What did you say before? Stonehenge? What?
Yeah, like it was like a fuck, man. It's damn. Now I'm too stoned to even try to explain it.
It's okay. Going back to the kid here.
All right, yeah. So I mean, I think he's gonna be really important, and if he was, the point I was making is that if he becomes evil and then he has to go up against Elon Musk, it's like this battle of technology and money where like Elon Musk may have a head start. This kid, you never know, bro. He's already fucking done with college. He's 12. You know what I'm saying? Like this kid, if you scroll down through this, he's been getting offers, which I don't think is legal, by the way, but he's getting offers to already start working, but he's 12. But he's also a genius. Don't you have to be like 14 to start working like a paycheck kind of job? Like,
I don't know.
And then there's got to be like
depending on where you are, I guess.
There's tons of child labor laws. Like you can't just be a 12-year-old and have a job. Like we stopped doing that when we started making like Asian people make our clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't. Like I don't think he can. Like he could maybe work like 4 hours a day or something, or a week or something like that. There's got to be crazy laws around that. And he can also go to school. He's got 2 startups. He's a goddamn genius. It's terrifying, and I love him. And yeah, dude. I mean, I don't really have that much. Like, I'm just like, it's cool to see these like anomalies, these like weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like everybody has their chips. You know, we've talked about this before. Like, you get your stats in the game, and this one's just all intelligence. And there was a cheat code, and there was more intelligence. Like, it's almost like a fluke that this kid's this smart. Like, there are scientists like that'll argue, like, you know, like there's all sorts of people doing their theories about like existence and creation, and there are some people who argue that like us having consciousness and all this shit was just a simple like error in the DNA one day of some monkeys. Like it just happened that like, you know, just like, you know, when you get like a one gene or whatever that might make you handicapped or whatever. Like what is that? What is that called? What's it called when like you're handicapped?
I don't know if there's
hilarious. I don't know.
I think there's multiple things that cause somebody to be handicapped.
Yahweh be with you.
Fuck.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I'm not sure that there's a specific gene or something.
No,
I
but
mean,
I'm
we can
saying
look it
like
up.
what's it called when like somebody's genes are fucked up and then they end up like handicapped or
Oh.
something. Like what's the word for that? Like
Genetic? I don't know.
yeah, it was like a genetic fucking anomaly or something like that. I don't know the word for it. But yeah.
But
like,
you mean like it's like the chances of
random chance.
right, if him being so intelligent that he was what, 12, 14, something like that, and make it into this prestigious college or place of, is it a college or an academy? Like,
A Mensa's like a society.
oh, that's even weirder.
Yeah.
So-
Mike's mom apparently is part of Mensa, but she's not telling him. He thinks she's part of Mensa. Really? Yeah.
I don't know if she's that smart.
She might be. I don't know. Look up Mensa. Mensa's it's a society, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. There you go. Largest and oldest high IQ society in the there on the right over there in the world.
Oh.
It's a non-profit organization open to people who score at the 98th percentile or higher on a standardized supervised IQ or other approved IQ test. So it's the top 2 smartest people, basically top 2%.
Yeah, that's like
IQs.
the chances of that is, from what it sounds like, you know, like
That means the bar.
you have to be incredibly intelligent.
Yeah.
You know,
I wonder if that means there's a certain number or if the bar gets raised as IQs
I
get
don't.
raised.
I don't think if you're that smart, I don't think that's something you can hide. You know,
No.
'Cause you turn to those usually like high IQ people. They're, as I've met some folks that are not necessarily like high IQ but are savants in like
I've met
biology and chemistry and
I've
stuff.
met some of these people.
And the way that they think about chemistry and science and stuff is like when you try to make jokes about things, they just rationalize it immediately and they
Yeah.
don't realize they're doing it, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, all right, like this is cool. Like,
Yeah.
you're fucking a genius. I get it. Chill the fuck out, bro.
Yeah.
You know? But it's like, what do you mean? Like, I was just correcting you because I figured you didn't know. And it was like, no, yeah, we were. Never mind. You know, it gets into those conversations, but
Yeah, it's almost like talking to a wall. Like it's like talking to
Yeah,
a computer.
dude. Yeah, so it's like you can't really.
You
when
can't be
you're-
sarcastic with a computer.
Yeah, so when you're that kind of intelligence, it's kind of hard to hide.
I'd
you
be
know?
fucking terrified though. If I was this kid's level of intelligence, I'd be terrified. You want to know why? Because I think for the exact reasons I was spouting off a minute ago when I was saying place a tracker and watch him, because like I would be so scared that they're gonna be fucking coming for me for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like because of like, I think it's just because of movies, all the Area 51 kind of shit. Like, you know, if they capture the alien, they have to dissect it and see how its brain works and stuff like that. Like I'm sure they do that with some humans,
Yeah.
at least to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Like if you're born with this crazy IQ way past anything, like there's no way the government's not gonna come at least say hi to you.
Right.
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
There's somebody's gonna reach out to you for sure. I don't know who it would be, but somebody is gonna hear about you for sure.
Yeah, and then once
So-
the word gets out about you, Now it's like, fuck, man. Like,
You
I
lose
don't
your
know.
agency for sure.
Yeah, like I remember hearing this, and this probably isn't true, but I remember hearing this like 10 years ago that there was a guy who had modified old engines, like diesel engines, to get like upwards of a couple 100 miles to the gallon for gasoline, and that he just disappeared as soon as he got it figured out. Like he was just gone.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's just like, I don't know that guy ever existed.
Yeah.
But I can also believe that if you did some crazy out of here level shit like that, that they would want to be like, let's see how this guy's fucking brain works. Like, we need him developing things for us, clearly.
I mean,
and I'm also here for it.
I think I've heard that same thing before.
Yeah, I think we should be going to other countries and capturing theirs.
My assumption was that he got murdered, honestly.
Yeah, no, he probably got murdered, but
that's a threat to the gasoline and oil industry.
A huge
big
one.
Time.
A huge one.
So.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I'm just not. Yeah, no, I'm not surprised because, like, I don't know like that crazy much about politics, but seems like that, like, you know, it's and like this tinfoil hat shit. It seems like there's a couple billionaires or so that have a lot of say in things.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and that politicians are almost like the help to them. You know what I'm saying?
True.
They're just kind of
because they have the actual money to actually do things.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like they're just like sending out these figureheads, these clean, weird puppet figureheads to do their bidding so that they can do whatever they want outside the eye of the public, which I think is genius as fuck. But so therefore, like, I think like if I was a billionaire and then this guy's fucking coming out here and he's super genius, if he's not working for me, he's dead. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm never gonna be a billionaire, so that's fine. I can admit to these future crimes.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you better hope you don't become a billionaire one day, because then there's gonna be some serious accusations.
This is gonna be the episode they pull up, and it's just gonna be like on this episode 190 in about 25 minutes, he actually routes his plan for murdering people when he's a billionaire. He says he's gonna do it.
Folks, he has been thinking about this for at least 25 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking chart, and it's gonna be like all these episodes where I'm talking about murdering people. Dude, I'd be such a murderer as a billionaire. I'd be murdering giraffes.
Yeah, it's 2046 or something later is when it actually happens. Like you had this whole mapped out for like ever.
Yeah. And in the meantime, I'm going to go full Bill Cosby, and I'm going to be like opening charities.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to be raping people.
I was going to say.
No, I'm just going to be like this beacon of niceness.
I was like, how many hits are we going to go on the way up, right?
No, we're not going to be slipping drinks. I'm just talking about like I'm gonna you know, start some college funds and some charities and things. You know, maybe build a couple hospitals so people think I'm the one.
Fair enough.
And then they find out really I'm a murderer, and it's just like, well, look how much good he did though. Because here's the thing, bro. Like, if you built 10 hospitals and 20 schools, I think you can get one murder.
I don't know, bro.
One murder?
I don't think so.
Dude.
No.
How many lives did he save?
But how many did he take away?
How many did he build?
That's enough.
How many families did he build?
I don't know.
How many,
too many.
You could build a whole
Too
economy.
many. He built too many. There's too many of us.
Bro, you build a college and a hospital, a nice hospital in the same town, in the middle of some bumfuck town, in a shit state. You bring the economy of that town and the whole state up.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, you're talking about potentially thousands. You're talking about a whole state, you know, hundreds of thousands of lives at least benefit. You can't get one murder. You can't kill one guy.
No, you can't.
What the fuck is the point of doing all this good? You gotta fucking. I can see why these guys just buy islands and fuck off. Like,
I can see it.
I'll buy a gold yacht. I can't even murder people. I'm gonna build you guys a college.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take people out to my island so I can murder them out there.
Oh yeah,
no one will fucking know.
Yeah. We'll hunt them and we'll pay them. You know what you do is you give them like $500,000 a person. If you're a billionaire, you could do this, right? You could do this like once every like 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And you get 10 people, $500,000 a person. So what? That's $5 million. Nothing. Fine. $5 million. No, how about this? $5 million is on the line, and we do it Hunger Games style.
Oh.
You get 48 hours on the island.
Okay.
And if you survive the 48 hours, you have to, then we collect you, and you and all the survivors split the pot of $5 million.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
Huh.
like, maybe everybody survives, maybe one survives, and he gets a huge pot. You know what I'm saying? I think there are definitely more than poor enough people to take that chance.
If you get them to sign something, then you could technically get away with it.
Yeah, dude, if it's a
You
homeless
know?
guy,
Yeah.
if you were like
Yeah.
dirt shit homeless, and like there's no coming back, 500 grand. Well, I mean, the pot's really 5 million. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you might even try to kill other people that are being hunted along the way
Yeah.
just to get some more money. Because now you're not only are you trying to survive.
Oh, that's a good point, dude.
Not only
Somebody
trying to-
might
yeah.
get greedy, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is okay. I know this is already a movie, but still.
I mean, I know
Like,
it's fucked up to say, but if like there was like a scrawny chick next to me, I'm snapping her neck, getting
yeah.
twice the money.
Ooh.
Look, she's gonna get hunted.
Ooh.
She's not gonna survive.
I know she's already gonna she's already on the plate to
Is she
die.
gonna fucking hide?
You
Yeah,
know, in the game, given the nature of the game, but holy
yeah, no.
fuck.
I'm going out like Schwarzenegger and Predator, dude. I'm gonna go out in a tank top. I'm gonna be doing push-ups. I'm gonna be hiding. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
makeup on. Be hiding
You're
in
gonna
the trees.
be one with the fucking forest,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm gonna be trying to hunt the hunters.
rolling
damn
in the
near.
mud and shit.
I'm gonna hunt the hunter. Like I'm gonna hide in a tree or in a bush, right?
There you go.
And I'm not gonna kill them or hurt them. I'm just gonna grab them and be like, hey, I got you. And then I'm gonna go back into the
You're
woods.
gonna disappear
I'm
into the
like,
shadows.
I don't want to fuck with my money. I don't want to hurt them. Like, I'm not here to be a hero. I'm just here to survive and get the pot, dude.
Watch your back, bitch.
Yeah, dude. And then just back into the shadows.
If you could do that, I think after the first one, I'd be like, I'm gonna fucking kill that guy this
Yeah.
time, next time. And if you succeed like another 2 times,
Oh.
that's terrifying.
And then you become a wild card.
Yeah.
Now the billionaires have you on their side.
yeah.
Like that was some gangster shit. We're gonna actually make you kind of a wild card in the next events.
Yeah.
Where we want you to just
Yeah.
how about this? We're gonna build you a hut, and you now live on this island.
Oh my god.
You can have whatever you want. You have bitches on the island. You can have all the drug. I don't care. You were homeless before this, so
Yeah.
whatever made you homeless will fund the drug addiction
Yeah.
for you.
yeah.
You live on the island. You get yoked as shit, and then whenever we bring out people for the hunt, that you help us clear off the heads.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't know he
That'd
exists,
be wild.
dude.
That
Epstein did it
definitely-
wrong, dude.
That definitely is like the
Epstein fucked up.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have had like young girls on the island. He should have been like hunting people.
Well,
with,
it
like, adults.
was built off. It was off a book, right?
What?
So, Hunter
Hunter S. Thompson?
No, Hunger Games.
Oh, Hunger
Yeah,
Games? Yeah. No,
yeah.
I'm sure this has happened in real life too, though.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, we gotta think like people.
Oh, you mean Epstein Island? Okay. I
Yeah,
see.
I'm talking
I
about
see.
like Epstein.
You
like,
know, who isn't to say that there wasn't sacrificial shit going on there?
oh, there
That-
probably could
you
have been. I
know,
mean, who
like,
can? You know, why not?
You know,
I mean, that's what I would be doing.
you'll never know.
You know, I don't think if I had my own island, I don't think my first idea is like let's go fuck 16-year-olds. I
Yeah,
think it's
no.
like no, it's
No.
like let's go hunt people. Yeah.
Equally as sadistic, but
Yeah,
you know,
horrible. But I mean, I'd rather kill homeless people than like giraffes or something.
someone out
I mean,
there
I'll kill a
somewhere is
giraffe.
listening to this going, yeah, makes
Oh
sense.
yeah, no, this is gonna be the episode that gets me taken down. Yeah. But you know what? I've also just grown a bond with quite a few more listeners.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I am the
man.
coming Messiah.
Oh,
Boom.
are we starting a church?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
You guys got to follow, man. This is how we're gonna do it.
Yeah. Well, if we start a church, that'd be copying Joey Diaz, though.
Yeah.
So I guess we have to come up with a mosque. Well, okay, here we go. What's up with a mosque?
Yeah, dude, we could have a mosque. That's a good ass idea. So, all right. So this is what we do, though. I'm the billionaire. We got the island. We take that 12-year-old Mensa kid. We put him on the island.
Yeah.
If he doesn't want to cooperate. Now,
Yeah.
Now the only issue is, if we put him on the island to be hunted, he might go full Iron Man 1 and like bury
like,
himself into the ground and make himself a mech suit.
Yeah, he finds minerals in the ground and
Yeah.
shit, and actually, oh my god,
Oh,
that'd
man.
be wild.
Yeah. He's fucking. He's
Little-
kind of built himself like a tree. It's almost like Dharma from Lost. He's built himself like a tunnel, a concrete tunnel somehow into the ground.
Yeah, it's like where the fuck did he find power?
Yeah, he
There's
just.
electricity down here.
How did he fucking do this? Everything looks like it's made out of wood. It just rocks.
Is that a smartphone?
It's just a bunch of different rocks all lined up, but they're glowing and touching each other in a certain way and
Yeah.
shit. Like ancient runes. It's like, oh fuck, dude, we We really got to convince this kid to be on our side. He's gonna kill everyone.
Yeah, it's like, well, okay, let's rethink this, guys.
Oh,
All right,
now he's gonna be evil. We gotta drop a fucking bomb in his little.
Yeah,
in his
you
little
find
tunnel.
like a Batman-esque like lair
Yeah.
underneath your island. It's like, this kid's been here for 2 days. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck happened?
Now here's an interesting moral and ethical question. Now let's say Mensa kid, super smart, Mr. Elon Musk from the beginning. Let's say he on camera grabs like a puppy, like a young puppy, holds it by its floppy little puppy ears,
Oh no.
and then takes like a pair of like shearing scissors for like
Ooh.
hedge clipping shearing scissors and just cuts its head off. Do we murder him on the spot? Because he's clearly evil and has a lot of knowledge. Right? 'Cause, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen enough horror movies. Like, I don't know that we need to.
That kind of disconnection from animals, especially, is
the trait of a psychopath.
That is the trait of a real psychopath
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. You know.
So I mean, like, we're clearly looking at like potentially the next super Hitler. It's like Mecha Hitler. Dude,
yeah, well, he gets away in a narrowing escape from the military, but like gets wounded, and he shows up, and his eye is like half bionic or whatever, and he's got like a giant bionic arm.
How horrible would it be if the episode title was Mecha Hitler and the picture was just him?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And Photoshop like some like you know, like a bionic eye onto him and stuff. You know, like make him kind of like Skynet-y.
All right,
like
Mecha Hitler's the name of the episode. Put that shit on there.
Cool.
Fuck it, that's fine. We brought this 2 episodes in a row. We brought up Hitler now. We're gonna
bring it up last time.
Yeah, we talked about how smart he was last episode. That was
No. We talked about for the record, we talked about how stupid the Germans were for for following him.
Yeah.
And because he was romanticized, and then when they finally kept on following him, he started murdering people.
Oh shit.
Then they were like, okay,
Yeah,
for the record, okay, no. I will not allow you to twist this around.
It was it was good conversation. It was for the people.
No. Anyways.
All right. So, hey, you know what? Let's move on.
Yeah, okay.
That was the Discord section. We had 37 minutes just in the Discord section, people.
It started slow,
Use the fucking Discord.
Yeah, for real.
All of you, please. All right? Because I'm bad at social media. So if you can all just be in one place, it would make me, treat me like almost like your grandpa. Because the way I use social media, I am social media completely just, I'm too disconnected. I need to be connected, but I'm way too disconnected to it. And that's it's probably healthier, but for what we're doing, need to get more into it. All right, so next on the goddamn topic list, I went on the Turn Left podcast.
Oh, yep.
And, shout out to Ethan. It was a great time. We had a lot of fun. He totally, this is so funny, man. He put me on the spot, and he asked me to do jokes.
I heard, yeah.
Yeah, and he told me I didn't have to, but, I'm not going to, not try, because that just looks silly. It's like, oh, yeah, I brought on a comedian who talked about fucking mushrooms and death for an hour and a half and didn't make any jokes, and now I ask him to do jokes, and he says no. So I had to at least try to do some jokes. So here's the problem, dude. My phone here, in my notes, I used to have it all organized. I had all these different folders, and I had it set to I had new jokes, finished jokes, openers, closers.
You had a filing cabinet.
I had a filing cabinet in my phone, and something there must have been an update, but it basically unfiled me. So I've looking into this, all notes. I have 324 notes in my notepad,
Christ.
And now it's all unorganized.
Yeah.
So I go to look at and I haven't written a joke in fucking 6 months. So it's just
a lot of notes.
I'm
bro.
I'm fumbling. I'm scrolling through my fucking notepad.
Do you actually look at those on a routine?
No. I have things starred. When they were organized, I looked at them more. That's for sure.
Just the way you be no, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, of course not.
What
dude.
do you mean? What do you mean?
You just write it down so it sticks in your head better, and then you move on.
Sorry. Keep going.
All right. To be fair, I have 324 notes, but I have notes for every episode starting from 31. So that's 150. So that means there's only 170 of these are actual notes out of the 320.
Okay.
So basically, I'm looking through this shit and I'm not seeing any of the jokes, and then I'm finding half written ones. So I tried to I saw one that had quite a bit of writing on it, so I tried to tell it, and it turns out I hadn't written fucking shit. It was like I wrote like, because I'm like a storyteller, right?
Yeah.
And it was also a story that wasn't real.
Right.
So I was trying to just lie and create a story. So I'd written that like I had seen like a goth chick at Walgreens, and I kind of painted the picture, and I set up to tell a story, but I didn't have any of the story written out or punchline or anything. All I had was the very beginning. So I painted a picture with nothing in it. You know what
You
I'm saying?
painted a world with no
You
characters in it.
Yeah, you could see me, you could see the Walgreens, you could see the goth chick, but there's no reason for any of it. I had nothing written. So that was a bomb. And then like I think I tried one or two more, and those did all right. But I bombed hard, and I think it was fucking hilarious. I thought it was really funny. I went back and listened. I thought it was great. The episode was funny. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was making him laugh, but to me, I was just fumbling like a fucking idiot. Yeah.
Well, you always know the most of your mistakes, especially, right?
Yeah.
You know,
and also,
so.
like, I've heard from so many comedians that bombing is really important. And, like, I didn't really, like, I kind of understood what that meant before, because it's like, you know, you fail is when you learn. But bombing on Ethan's podcast made me be like, oh, okay, like,
Yeah.
like I need to actually be writing these out, or at least, like, have a couple memorized, you know, by now. Like, I have stories. Here's the thing. Like, I mean, we've been doing this show for 4 years. I have plenty of fucking stories. You know what I'm saying? I have a story for fucking everything. And a lot of them are really funny because I've just been dumb enough to walk into any situation from a young age.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, I mean, like, if I just, you know, tell those stories and I'm funny when I tell the stories, it'll be fine. But as far as, like, writing one-liners and stand-up, like, I don't really do that. So, therefore, I don't really have any, like, bits memorized. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell you a story about, like if I hear something, I could tell you a story to relate to that, and it will be funny. I know I can do that 100%. But if you're just like, tell me a joke, I'm like, what?
Excuse me?
I'm like, oh,
Who?
I need to learn some fucking jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being a storyteller, because like as comedy grows, so does the craft. You know, just like as fighting has grown from people standing in place punching each other until one falls asleep to MMA. So I mean, like, you know, knock jokes obviously are hilarious, but as time goes on, you have to become more and more intricate. So being a storyteller isn't bad, but also being like when you go on a show and they want you to do some jokes and you have none is also really bad. So we got to write jokes, people, and that's on me. So I don't know why I'm telling you motherfuckers, but you guys write my jokes and then send them to me.
Be a bunch of ghostwriters. That'd be great.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so what's we got next on the list? Oh, this had me fucked up, dude. Honestly, I spent a few days kind of fucked up about this, but I'm finally starting to come around, you know, and it was hard. All right, so I went to the doctors a couple days ago, right? I haven't told you about this. I haven't told my family about this or anything. I figured, you know, it was best that I started with the show, just because, like, even though this goes out to a lot of people, it almost feels like I'm talking to myself a lot of the times. Like it's like a open therapy session with myself, because I'm thinking out loud instead of just in my head. So I'm not getting distracted by the world.
Sure. So
I go to the doctor, and you know, we did the thing, just routine checkup, and it turns out, man, I got diagnosed, and I'm fat.
I thought you were gonna hit the punchline button for a second.
Oh god!
You know, I wasn't quite sure. The way you were setting it up, I was like, this could go either way
This
now.
It might be an Apodaca moment.
Yeah. Oh no!
Rest in peace, dude.
R.I.P. Dude.
Rest in peace. He was the man.
I know.
I can't believe, dude. You know what was crazy?
That guy had a fucking fight in his eyes, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. He's one of the nicest people in the world too. But yeah, we were scheduled pretty much to go on the show. You know what I'm saying? Because we had already talked about it. It was just picking the date, and then it just happens so fast. But no, he just kind of slipped it in there. He's like, "Yeah, you're fat," and I was like, "Oh yeah, thanks."
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
tell when I walked
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Appreciated your insight.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
6 years of fucking schooling just to tell me that.
Like,
Thanks.
yeah, took out a lot of loans for this.
Yeah,
You know? Like,
yeah. Wasted my
Yeah.
whole fucking day for this
Yeah.
thing.
So there's some things I noticed when I was in the hospital though. So first, I saw this old lady with a briefcase.
Mm.
Not a suitcase like she's just got out of the airport. You know what I'm saying? But a briefcase, like I've got papers.
Mm.
Like I'm a lawyer.
Mm.
She also doesn't have a purse. So which means she's walking
weird.
around with a briefcase as a purse. And like at first I kinda like I didn't think much of it. It was a floral briefcase and this woman was like 100 years old. So you could tell like
Nice.
it probably came a long way with her. You know what I'm saying? She's probably had it for a really long time. It was like probably one of the first lady briefcases of the era back in the 60s before they gave ladies briefcases.
I like how you said she's 100 and it's just in the 60s.
No, I'm
though.
saying in the 60s is when she was allowed to get her first briefcase.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair
yeah.
enough.
When she was only, she was only like 40.
Fair enough.
But so yeah, so but that means she's like all right, so it's either she has a bunch of papers in a briefcase using a briefcase as briefcases do, which that's fine. If you're 100, I don't expect you to use the phone and try to figure that out anymore. I really don't. If you don't want to learn it, don't fucking learn it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Watch your fucking shows. But or she's using it as a purse. And I know you've been in a relationship for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Lady purses are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
just fucking. There's like change, tampons, and garbage, and candy, and receipts, and garbage.
Yeah.
like-
Emphasis on the garbage.
Dude, they just put garbage in their fucking. That's why they need big purses.
Yeah.
It's because they need to store their garbage. It's like because women never want anybody to see them eat, so they're eating quietly and putting the garbage in their purse.
Yeah, it's their like go-to like quick snack, and then
Yeah.
they just shove it in. I don't have any garbage. I wasn't eating anything. What are we talking about?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
It's just my purse. I have makeup in here.
I just never have enough room in my purse. What's in there? It's just garbage. Tampons, some nail polish. I brush my nails once every 6 months, but I have to have the nail polish on me.
The occasional condom that they never use. 'Cause
Yeah,
they just fucking
yeah,
raw
yeah.
dog usually.
Yeah, it's just so it just makes me think that this lady's walking around with a briefcase with just tons of shit rattling around in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if
Yeah.
she's treating it like a purse, then it's just like loose things banging around in the suitcase.
Then they put their giant ass wallets that they always get, and they put that in their purse too. And
Yeah,
it's like, bro,
dude.
you could probably fit everything that you have important in your purse in that wallet.
They have
Like,
so
what
many
are
things
you
that they
doing?
need. Yeah, like I don't know. Like okay, I have my wallet, I have my phone and my keys, and now my mask.
Mm-hmm.
But I can go about my whole day, my whole life with just those things on me.
Yep.
They've got like this wallet. If their wallets are 3 to 4 times the sizes of ours,
Mm-hmm.
which is wild. I don't know, like if they're just keeping everything that they come in contact with.
Yeah.
It's like
this
'cause
is mine now. This is
every-
mine.
every time I go through my wallet, I take everything out of it and like organize it.
Mm-hmm.
Half of it is shit I don't need.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
my wallet gets smaller.
Yep.
So like their wallets look like they're fucking military gear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they should have like fucking
It's a bludgeoned weapon.
yeah. Like it fucking it's a first aid kit / baton. Like it's fucking crazy. But yeah. So this lady had a briefcase, man. I just sat there looking at the briefcase, just fucking contemplating what's in there. What's she doing? Is she a businesswoman?
Maybe.
Maybe
you
she was a
know?
businesswoman. But then she's she's got no purse. So it's like, is she just walking around like she's got nothing? Like what does she need? What she got?
I mean, I would imagine just papers. you
Yeah.
know?
Also, a briefcase way more. Suitcase, briefcase way more annoying to hold.
Yeah, you can't roll it.
No,
It's too short to roll.
It's
if you,
handle
even if it had
only.
wheels.
it's handle only.
Unless I have seen briefcases that are like that mock suitcase kind of thing where it's got a extendable handle and then wheels in the bottom.
yeah, what do you
know?
put in your fucking briefcase?
But I mean,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ,
like
you can't carry it.
it's some heavy shit, I guess.
If it's at that point, maybe
You
you should
know?
get a backpack.
Gold, it's just solid. Wish she was carrying
Yeah.
gold,
Dude,
bro.
that'd be so cool.
Solid gold.
There's no way
dude.
she could have held up gold though. She was really old.
I don't know, man. She could be one of those
Leaf
secret
gold.
society people where she's old as fuck looking, but like just yoked
If
underneath.
it was like
you know?
leaf gold in vials, little glass vials of leaf gold, like you see floating around the water, like
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah,
She could
it
probably
ju-
carry around
Oh, like
those.
shavings and stuff
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
okay, yeah. Well, I can see that for sure. But was this at the doctor's though?
Yeah, this is like
Why would she be at the doctor's with a bunch of gold in her briefcase?
she's got an expensive operation. Her grandkids got like chemo coming up, and she wants to make sure
She's just paying gold.
Yeah, she didn't know where to get that cashed out, so she just brought the gold to the hospital.
Do you take pound gold?
Look, no middleman fees. This is worth that much more if you don't have to get it all melted down and processed.
That's true. Oh, she's gonna haggle him with it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
all right.
in her time, you
This is
used
a
to.
sophisticated old lady.
Well, back in her day, you would approach people, and if you wanted things, you would say, "You have much gold."
2 chickens.
I have much gold.
1 cow.
That was like the exchange rate for things. Much.
Much.
Yeah.
Gold.
If you had gold and you had much gold, you could get anything, whatever you wanted.
Oh, it's like a measurement, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
they would just throw a sack, and the guy would like shake it around and be happy with it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Have you ever seen the movies? Nobody ever stopped to count the gold shillings or nothing. They always would just shake the little sack next to their head.
Sounds good.
Like, this'll do. Yeah. It's like they know the weight. You know?
Do you think they actually know what's going on, or?
I think you probably know the weight.
Yeah.
Because if there's no bills, then it's all about the size of the coin.
Right.
But maybe there wasn't a lot of coins.
I guess they were only dealing with like a certain amount of coins. They weren't like like 100 coins in a bag kind of thing. If you're getting like 100 coins to anything, you're probably robbing the bank.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like that's like, I don't know, Western, old Western, maybe. No, more than that.
I think
longer than that.
No, yeah, definitely longer.
Yeah. Western had bills and stuff.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
think.
really know. I know it started with like cowrie shells or something like that.
It goes to show how educated we are on history.
Boom. Hey, it's better than the fucking Kansas people's fucking education system. We
What?
beat them.
Are you sure? I don't know if we're repping good enough or not.
That's true.
I think we're kind of bombing.
All right.
I took chemistry.
Dude, I didn't take fucking shit, dude. I made a lot of deals in high school.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I took auto for 3 years, and each year the auto show teacher made a deal with me to where I would just get an automatic A.
Yeah, I remember this.
In weights, the football coach made a deal with me, automatic A. In history, I got a deal, and I didn't have a real English teacher, except for the one year I had English with
Mr.
you.
Carroll or whatever.
Well, yeah, it was like an island of
That guy was
misfits,
wild.
dude. The school was overflooded, and then I got put in like midway through the year, and there was like 8 people in the class.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to probably be his break, because teachers, their breaks is like a period.
Yep.
So it's like it was probably supposed to be his break. There was only fucking 8 of us. He didn't care. It was mostly fucking. We were all pretty dumb.
Yeah.
It was just overflow. So it was just like he would just sit on the desk and play guitar. And that was my sophomore year. My freshman year, teacher quit on the first day. We had substitutes until January.
Yeah.
We had 6 months of substitutes or whatever,
Yeah.
and then fucking or 4. That's not 6.
That was
but-
around the same time they did budget cuts too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then fucking I had my science teacher, same thing, freshman year made me a deal. Like I just kept I think I was just
making the money.
in public school, there's so many fucking kids out here. We have like 8 high schools in our city alone. It's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kids a day.
Yep.
Each teacher sees if they can convenience their life and let one slip through the cracks every now and then, I think it's fine. I think they looked at me and they're like, all right, he's clearly not stupid. And, I think he'll be fine if I just.
I mean, there's also a lot to be said about charisma-ing.
Yes.
Being
being able to craft a deal.
Yeah. Because I can see a bunch of just stupid fucking kids walking up and trying to do that and just being saying like, hey, can you give me an A if I just stay quiet all semester?
Yeah.
And just be like, oh, shut the fuck down. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know the deal,
there's,
dude.
There's something to be said about making deals.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
I made a lot. I got through a fucking, I made it. I fucking made it. But okay, so another thing. Okay, we're talking about bombing.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was at the hospital, they did the blood pressure check thing. So the guy, they sit you down and you put the cuff around your arm,
Sure.
and the thing starts to expand, and the hose just pops off, and flies off, and it made kind of a funny noise, and it deflates a little bit.
Oh.
And I looked up, and I was just like, oh, the regiment is working. And nothing. Nothing. He didn't think it was funny at all. I thought I was like, yeah, man, I'm so strong. I just broke your fucking stupid blood pressure machine with these giant muscles. And he looked at me like, "Ah, fuck you." Like,
Ugh.
it was just one of those like, it was one of those hilarious. Because I have these all the time. Because I'm one of those people. Like when we were little, I used to try to like only speak if I had something funny to say. Because I was always around a lot of people, so it was okay to not be talking the whole time.
Right.
So I was trying to make sure if I spoke, I had something funny to say.
Yeah.
So I have plenty of experiences of people that aren't having it, and me just
Yeah,
trying
just
to make
shutting you
jokes.
down.
Yeah, dude, it's
Shut
fucking.
the fuck up. Sit
And I
down.
love it. No, I love it. It's some of my favorite shit. Like when I'm bombing hard on a one-on-one, sometimes like
Yeah.
I'll start laughing and making them uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it's hilarious. This guy,
Yeah.
he's just like, nah, fuck you, fat man. Like you're not funny, and it's just,
Ooh.
it's just, some people are just like they don't, they're not here for it,
Yeah.
and like I don't know,
Yeah.
like I just get such a kick out of it
Yeah.
because I'll push people. I don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll
Oh, yeah.
keep going.
It becomes a game for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like now I'm trying to crack the egg and get a smile out of you.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna sit there and poke at your pride until you finally like just succumb.
Yeah. It
them.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually end up getting people to crack eventually. I've had a lot of people like throughout the years that like through school or through jobs that at first like I could tell just were not having my personality.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I get it.
Sure.
Because I've met other people with my personality and I don't like their personality sometimes.
Ouch.
Yeah. 'Cause it's just like the big, loud, obnoxious guy. I've gotten better over the years.
I was gonna say I don't think you're big or
But-
obnoxious.
But I'm talking about like in high school, I was really loud. You know, so I was pretty obnoxious.
as
I
you
had-
and Mark together were.
Yeah, and
were,
there was
a
no
performance.
There was no filter yet either. You know what I'm saying? We were just shitheads. So like, and then like, I don't think I even started developing a real filter until like my early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But I can remember people like when I was working at like, you know, Circle Dot retail company, like this one guy in particular, Will. This is a great story or great example. This guy was like just like kind of like a man's man, strong, silent type. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to almost put off like an aura, like he's like an alpha, but he's doing it just by being quiet and doing his job and not engaging in the bullshit. But he, you know, like when somebody's really young and they're doing that, it's clearly like an alpha move.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we're working at Circle Dot, bro. We're not. This
Yeah.
ain't MIT, bro. Like you don't
Yeah.
have any special skills.
Yeah, we're not
You're
competing for a
choosing-
6-figure salary.
You're
dude.
choosing
Yeah.
not to be social for
Yeah.
a reason.
Yeah.
You know, to come off as, you know, like probably is to come off as Mr. Cool. You know what I'm saying? And me, like, I don't have that sense of I don't know, maybe insecurity. Because I have a lot of insecurities, but I don't have that one. I'm not afraid to like make a spectacle of myself. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like I'm
yeah,
insecure, but I'm
yeah.
also the guy at Halloween every year I wear a mask and a pair of shorts and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I walk around almost naked. Like some years I've cut the shorts to where they're basically Daisy Pukes.
Yeah.
And walked
Yeah.
one year I walked around in a baby mask and a very tiny pair of shorts. You know, for like so it's like I don't have that kind of insecurity.
Yeah.
Like I'll make a spectacle.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like this guy just I remember like he just didn't have it with me, dude. Like sometimes he'd talk to people, but like he would be extra quiet when I was around. And I just like he fucking hated it. Like so I just started cracking at him, you know what I'm saying? I started working near him more. I started poking at him more,
Yeah.
talking a little bit of shit, but
Yeah.
like in the fun way.
Yeah.
Talking shit about myself, talking
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
about both of us. And eventually, like after like 6 months or so, I finally got this fool to laugh once. And like
Nice.
I got him to laugh and I was so fucking juiced about it and made such a big deal about it to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Like that I yelled it in the aisles. So my other coworkers knew that it finally happened.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I got him, guys.
Yeah, you
I fucking
motherfucker.
got him. Will's over here shitting his pants in laughter. He's finally having a good time. And then
We did
back to stone face, dude.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
so mad,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
It was so worth it though.
He's like, I'm not a person. Don't stop talking to me like I'm a
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
I don't have a personality.
Oh my god, dude, it was so funny. I love that shit. Like, so when I bomb with people like that in particular, when I could tell that they're just not having my personality, it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna get you though. I'm gonna get you.
It's a lot of determination for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull you in.
You can
you know?
you can respect the grind to try and get somebody to
yeah.
laugh. for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. That's my
know?
favorite shit, dude.
Yeah. yeah.
The laughing's free, and it's such a good
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah, especially when it's genuine and people aren't just laughing just because
Yeah.
it's a reflex.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like when you actually nail somebody genuinely, so that's always fun
Oh yeah.
for sure.
Oh man. All right. So what do we got next on here? I was
Take a rip.
watching. Yeah, please. Where are we at? Oh shit, we're already in an hour. I have all these notes. All right. So shout out to Kelly for bringing up that Mensa kid. Send your articles in through the Discord. You can send them other places, obviously. Wherever you want to hit me up, hit me up. But if you want to go on the Discord, that'd be tremendous.
Discord would be more organized.
Yes. So, all right. So I want to talk about these birds real quick. They're called Jackson's widow birds. So I was watching Planet Earth the other day with Bubbles, and they had these fucking birds. I think it was like the grass episode or whatever. And like there's these little black birds called Jackson's willow birds, and the way that they do like the mating call shit is the dudes just jump up and down as high as they can, as many times as they can, and then whoever can jump up and down the most, eventually at the end, all the bitches, and by bitches I mean bird bitches, will come around the guy who jumped the longest, and then he'll pick the ones he wants to fuck. And then they have like little fuck shacks.
Why jumping?
I don't know, but they build fuck shacks too in the grass. Like they take the grass.
Like,
Like-
little spot to shag in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
One day, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's like they do it like a bachelor pad thing, because like he didn't even take the bird inside of it. He fucked her on the outside of it, but like it was like he like made a hut out of grass on the ground instead of like in a treetop, and like it looked like it almost looked like a teepee, and it clearly had like a door, you know what I'm saying? And then like he had cleared out grass around it, so it kind of looked like almost like a Pokemon base.
You mean like a doorway, right? The bird didn't make an actual door.
He didn't have like a door with hinges, but
Okay.
it looked like it had a doorway on it. You know what I'm
That'd
saying?
have been really impressive.
Like what it looked like was it looked like it had a door and a doorway, but the door didn't have hinges. It just looked like there was a hole
Yeah, it was doorway.
that it
Yeah,
covered
yeah.
up. Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, I just thought I thought it was so cool that they had like a little fuck shack. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, animals do weird shit, bro.
They do.
You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a lot more like rituals than people realize. With
Yeah.
just, I mean, birds especially, right? Because
Yeah.
there's some birds that do like the weird. They push their feathers in front of them and make a weird like crown like circle thing where their head is in the center, but their feathers form a perfect crown.
Yeah.
And they like just they're like flashing females, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Like it'd be the equivalent of us just walking up to some random female and just lifting like our shirts, going nipples,
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and then like do that for hours, dude.
You know what
To
I've noticed?
mate. It's so fucking weird.
You know what I've noticed about birds in particular? A lot of animals do this, but birds in particular, that like the gender roles as far as like attraction
It's always a male.
is
Yeah.
reversed. Yeah. So like the peacock, it's the dudes that have all the colorful feathers.
Yep.
And the hens just like look like little fat brown bitches.
It's pretty common in most wildlife. I feel
Yeah,
like.
yeah. So it's like there's so many animals that's like when it comes to the males and females, like some like all right, like a deer or whatever. I can understand why like biggest antlers, because that's the big dick who's fighting the best. But when it comes to like a lot of birds though, it's like I don't know, like for humans it's like the chicks are the ones, and we're not doing full, it's 2021, whatever you want to fucking say, but and I guess by today's standards, dudes are doing this way more. But in an older standard, like maybe from when our parents' era was at more, the girls are the ones who are dressing up, painting by numbers with makeup on their face and,
Right.
jewelry and like lots of flair and like, the clothes and aesthetics are very important.
I
And
do
for
think
dudes, it's like they just kind of like our attraction for guys is through power, right? Like chicks aren't necessarily, and I'm not speaking for all women, but they're not really more looking for guys that are hot as fuck more than they are looking for guys that have like power in some way through, maybe money or self-confidence or, just authority
right.
in general. So it's like women are attracted to power and men are attracted to beauty. But when it comes to birds, the women are attracted to beauty.
Right.
And some power, I guess, if the that one bird jumped the longest.
Yeah. I think also like I mean I could be completely way off, but it makes sense in my head if like a lot of jewelry and like high quality goods could be probably trailed back all the way back to when things like that were symbols of power, symbols
Yeah.
of status. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
like royal families and nobility had access to like nice clothes, nice jewelry,
Yeah.
makeup, you know.
Food.
So it was so where status for males back then was power,
Yeah.
like muscular bodies, like
Yeah.
just being men, quote unquote, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
So
I could totally see how humans got there,
mm.
but I just think it's so interesting that it's the reverse when it comes to birds.
yeah,
With lions, the women are the fighters.
Mhm.
Lionesses are the ones
They're
that
the ones
hunt.
that go hunt. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
the male is just a fucking lazy.
they just look cool and
They just they guard though.
Yeah.
Like if another lion comes by and like challenges, it's his job to whoop ass. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. That's literally
that's it. He's just
Mhm.
training for the one fight.
Yeah, pretty
You know what I'm
much
saying?
to
Like,
protect the family or the pride. I
yeah,
guess.
yeah, and like it's really just it's almost like it's like fight cards too, because it's
Yeah.
not like zebras are coming up and challenging them. It's just like every now and then you have a competitor who will come and try to take the pride, and you always got to be ready for that. But other than that, like you're kind of just chilling, bro. You're just laying on rocks. You got your big mane. You fucking letting the women go get food and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're chilling. You know, so I mean,
Yeah.
like
They
it's
raise the
just-
kids.
It's completely different with the animals than
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, I mean, and there's so many types, you know,
Yeah.
that all do it different. Like it's usually the male female roles are reversed, but there's always like a different ritual or a different hierarchy,
Yeah.
and like it's
Well, monkeys
wild, dude.
monkeys are just like this.
oh
Just
yeah,
like
yeah.
us. Like I heard this on I think it was a Rogan special, and it's probably true because I feel like Rogan I just feel like he would have read this. I don't think he makes it up.
Sure.
I think he just people send him shit. And he was talking about, oh hey, you know what? We just had somebody join the Discord right now. So welcome Ricky Cardenas Nuts.
Nice.
Nice. Welcome to the Discord.
Cardees nuts.
Cardees Nuts.
Yeah, because his last name is Cardenas, but the joke is Cardees nuts.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's pretty clever.
Ricky Cardees Nuts. That is actually really clever. All right, nice. Welcome to the Discord. What were we talking about? Okay, so yeah, there was like this Rogan bit though, where he talks about that they gave all these monkeys coins, or like rocks or whatever, or they're coins basically,
Right.
and they taught them that if they gave them the coins, that they would give the monkeys bananas, right? So the monkeys, as soon as they figured out that they exchanged the coins for bananas, all of the male monkeys gave all the female monkeys the coins and then fucked them.
Interesting. Like they paid them basically.
Yeah, dude. They just gave them all the coins for the bananas and then
Is
had
this
their way out
enough?
of them.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude. You see, there was a Taiwanese, I think, monkey prostitute that got rescued.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, she was just getting fucking railed by humans.
Oh, it's
It was like a orangutan or something.
Taiwan,
Like
of course.
that. Yeah.
Oh, it's orangutan.
It was
Oh,
it was
the
a big monkey.
orangutans have the body of like fat, old, saggy.
Oh yeah,
women,
no,
dude.
she didn't.
Like,
I mean, she
oh,
wasn't
no.
a particularly attractive monkey.
No, that's people
Yeah.
are disgusting,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, and they would shave it and everything. They'd not the whole thing, but they'd shave its like little monkey twat and everything like that, dude. People are awful. And then like I remember, I think it was Grand Tour. There's an episode where like this guy is like fucking a donkey, and Jeremy Clarkson kind of like walks up on him, and then like he asked one of the people in the tribe, the translator. He's like, "What was that guy doing back there?" He's like, "He was fucking that, he was fucking that donkey." It's like that's just what they did. Like they just. I forgot.
Weird.
I don't remember what country
That's
they were
so
in. But
weird, dude.
yeah, and like it's not like I don't really remember what country it was, but yeah, that's like that's what they were doing. Like it was totally normal. They were just going behind the tree and fucking their donkeys.
I can't. I just can't.
I can't either. I
just
don't get it.
can't, dude.
I mean, I guess it's better
Like
than
if I saw
assaulting
that
other
in
people.
person, like I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "What do you mean? Go away."
Yeah,
It's part of the process. I'm doing this like normal.
Yeah, I never
It's my
understood
usual daily routine.
I never understood donkey shows. You've heard those legends, right?
Mm-mm.
You never heard of that?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, like that's like a famous thing.
I'm not sure I want to.
It's like it goes down in Mexico where you like
And you fuck donkeys?
you don't fuck donkeys, you watch a chick fuck donkeys. or get
No.
fucked by donkeys.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's
It's even
like
weirder.
yeah.
That's even
Well, it's like,
that's
she'll
just-
like blow it and like have it like fuck her, pipe her down and stuff like that.
What the fuck,
Pet it,
dude?
I guess.
What
Like
the fuck, dude?
feed it carrots.
I can't. I just can't.
Yeah.
Any bestiality, fucking furry shit. I just can't, dude.
I'd be
I
worried
just-
about getting stomped
I just
out.
can't, man.
Yeah.
Right? Or like, if he's the female, would it be thrust once or too deep, too hard? He just tears through everything. You die internally from internal bleeding and
Well,
shit.
yeah, like Mr.
you
Hands.
know? Like, oh no, I forgot about that.
Yeah. He took a horse and he died from the dick. Oh man, that
What
poor
a
bastard.
stupid fuck.
But yeah, like I don't understand. Like I don't understand where the appeal comes from on that one. But I know what's going on. I mean, I guess if you gotta fuck, you gotta fuck. It's better than them assaulting
no,
other
that's
people.
not. No. I mean, yes.
It's such a.
It's just. I don't know. My
Yeah.
brain does not go that direction like at
Yeah.
all, dude.
I don't. Yeah, no, I couldn't. I can't put myself there for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's because I like jerking
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty nice too.
I don't hate jerking off, dude. I think it's a good time.
Yeah.
I'm an independent man.
Yeah. I mean, like.
I mean, I've got
you
a
know,
girlfriend, and she means very much to me. But
Yeah.
because I know she's gonna listen to that. But
Both. Variety is nice,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But not variety when it involves non-human species.
no. I can't even imagine fucking an inanimate object.
Dude. Yeah. Dude,
I can't even. Here's the thing.
I
Like
don't know.
I can't, like okay, so sex toys are getting really big for dudes. Finally, right? Like for a while, like women have had like at least like silicone dildos or whatever for a long time.
Right.
But like as far as guys go, like there's like this stigma that you can't like fuck a sex toy, right? Like it's like embarrassing for some reason. And I don't have one. I've never had one. Bubbles had one, and he was really upset about it. They got him like a pocket. They got him a pocket throat.
Oh yeah.
So instead of a pussy, it was supposed to be like simulate like a woman's throat or whatever. But he wouldn't fuck it. They gave him a dildo and a throat, and like he played with the dildo a lot. He thought that was hilarious. But like he was really offended by the throat, and like
Yeah.
he wouldn't fuck it. And I was just wondering, I
It's
was
weird.
like, first of all, motherfucker, like like 3 people in person.
Yeah.
Second of all, we're
Yeah.
not watching you jerk off, so it doesn't matter how you're jerking off.
Yeah.
But also, it's like, why can't dudes, like, why, like, it's like, I think pocket pussies are cool. I wouldn't buy one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
But you're like wondering why the stigma is attached.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
why don't I want to fuck one of those?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I could see
I
maybe.
think I have a girlfriend now, but I've been single
I
a
can
lot.
see maybe that it's somehow
A sign of weakness?
emasculating.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
in some ways, I guess, like especially if you consider like the macho 70s like man's man kind of vibe
Yeah.
that was then. Like I could see that being a negative stereotype because it's like you're not man enough to go just get actual pussy.
Yeah, yeah,
So
but it's
I
also
could see
like-
that roots.
And it's also like dudes are like afraid to admit that they're jerking off a lot.
See that I don't understand. It's like dude, that's natural fucking. What?
Yeah, I think after maybe high school, I think you don't need to worry about that anymore.
Mhm.
I think if you were in, because people in high school, everybody was trying to pretend like they weren't jerking off.
Mm.
I'll jerk off maybe like once every 3 months. It's like, how are you
Yeah.
walking around?
Yeah.
How have you not murdered your entire
Yeah.
family?
Yeah, for real.
I think
Have your
biologically that
hormones
doesn't
not
make
just
sense.
Built up crazy.
Are you
Yeah.
having wet dreams constantly?
Yeah.
Like you're.
I know a couple people that were like that said that, and I'm not sure how
Ah,
true it was.
I don't fucking ever
you
believe
know?
those people.
Like,
I don't believe it. Not young. Like when 40-year-olds are saying that they jerk off like once a week or something like that.
mhm.
I'm like, okay, I can look forward to that. I can look forward to not wanting to jerk off all the time.
Right.
That sounds like cool.
The ravenous fucking
Yeah.
hormones.
Yeah. So it's like, but like if you're like fucking 23,
Mhm.
22,
Mhm.
and you exercise and like diet and shit like that,
Yeah.
you're a healthy person,
Yeah.
and you're not fucking,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
no way you're not jerking off, dude. You're gonna die.
Yeah.
You're gonna die.
You're just gonna walk up to a wall one day and just smash your skull into it.
Yeah, you just
'cause
start
you just
banging your
can't-
fucking head
'cause you
into
just
it.
can't fucking stand it anymore.
Yeah, no, it's not healthy. I don't think it's a good idea.
Oh man, dude.
Oh shit, dude.
I mean, yeah. I can see. I don't know. I can see both sides. I know plenty of people who have low libido, you know,
Yeah,
and
that's
like
gotta be a
produce
bummer.
low testosterone.
Yeah.
Which I mean, yeah, that blows. But on the flip side, I
Get a lot
understand
more
where you're
done.
coming from because I can't really relate.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
like,
my libido personally is too high.
yeah, I think I have just the right amount, you know,
Yeah.
where I can focus without needing to like
No, I
have
have-
a worry of some spike out of nowhere and distract me, you know.
No, I've got like molested
Like,
energy libido.
yeah, yeah.
I've got-
Thankfully,
yeah.
mine's a little bit further down, which
Yeah.
is good.
No, mine's
Okay,
unnecessary.
so is yours? Let me ask then. So
Yeah.
yours is then probably the type where you're trying to be productive in something, but then you see something that slightly turns you on or slightly just like arouses.
Now I
and
got
you're
a
just
hard on.
immediately distracted.
Yes.
Now, like, oh, that's
For at least a-
terrible.
for at least a
That
couple minutes.
Sucks, dude.
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
because I hate it when I get pulled out of things that I'm trying to work on. You know,
Bro.
because I get pulled out immediately. So when I have experienced
Yeah.
that, it's the worst fucking feeling, dude.
Bro, and it's weird too, because like as I was like getting more stoned and listening to more of the philosophy books,
Yeah.
like I would try to like break down like what just happened. Like I'd just be like, I just blacked out for 5 minutes because I saw an ass, and like then I'd be like assessing why that just happened. It's
Yeah.
like, whoa, like the monkey in me just took over. And, like, I just wasn't like that was purely primal. Like
Yeah.
that was full instinct. That moment right there. Like
No, yeah.
I had no actual control, and like, yeah, no, I'd say I feel that, and then like what I just either lean into it
Mhm.
for a little bit,
Mhm.
or I just like I try my hardest to get out of it.
Yeah.
Like you fight it. You know,
Yeah,
like, no,
yeah, yeah.
no,
Yes.
no.
I am busy.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
do this later.
Well, sometimes I get hard thinking about how I don't want to get hard right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? This would be a bad time to have
Yeah.
a boner.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And then you just start, it's like, but remember that
Yep.
one time I got that blowjob in that creek?
Yep.
Ah, why am I thinking about
Yeah.
that right now? I don't want a boner.
Or even just thinking about a boner just activates the hormones.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
just the body's like, all right, we're fucking, let's do
Yeah.
this, let's go.
I remember
What's happening?
I remember joking around with Phil in high school, talking about I was like I raped myself last night because like I had jerked off, but then like the ridge of the head of my dick was raw,
Ooh,
and like
ow.
it hurt, but then I jerked off anyway. I was like I really didn't want it, but
Yeah.
I just took it. I
Yeah.
didn't, I just I took control and it wasn't good.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
It's just the thought of just taking advantage of yourself. Like no.
It's true. Yeah, please. Your hand has its own
I just
like,
don't want this.
mind. Yeah, exactly.
Then you're like, but porn. You have a Nintendo Wii now. It has internet.
Do you have a cell phone?
Dude, my sister, man, she introduced me into pornography, and she'll never know, hopefully.
Oh.
Because my sister was
Well,
the one.
hopefully she doesn't listen to this podcast.
Yeah. Well, okay, yeah. I mean, like, all right. So, she got me a Nintendo Wii when they first came out because she was working at
Oh,
Sears.
so she didn't actually show you porn.
No, but that
Okay.
was my first access to internet in my own room.
Right.
Because back in these
right.
days, we're talking family computer days.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it was either in the living room or in my parents' room.
Mhm.
And I could stay up later than everybody, but like that was like, that was jerking off with like a fucking on difficulty, the hard mode was up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you're like
Yeah.
listening for footsteps, jerking
Yeah,
off
you're-
quietly at the computer.
You're not really completely involved. You're just
Yeah.
hyper aware of just listening
Yeah,
for
yeah,
anybody
yeah.
coming by.
Yeah, so like that was me first getting like internet in my room.
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
boy, did I
Yeah.
not come out of my room for a while.
I think there was I wonder like how many different techniques you could probably come up with everybody of all young men,
Yeah.
because every young man definitely fucking
Found themselves
has
at one
some
point.
sort of obviously we started jerking, but
Yeah.
like they found some sort of process to make sure
Oh.
they would stay hidden, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I always would like love listening to that elaborate
Dude.
scheme. Like I put like a towel underneath
Yeah.
my
Oh, yeah.
my door to block the light and stuff, like I would put
Blast
blankets
music.
on top of me and stuff. No,
Yeah.
I would like this would be like the middle of the night, dude. We're stealth fapping, dude.
Oh, okay, okay.
We're fucking
Yeah.
so like you got like the blanket over you too, so if you could hear somebody you could turn it off, pretend you passed out in your chair
Yeah.
playing a video game. I'll have the video game on a separate tab or something too. This is when I first got my my computer when I was older, granted, but
yeah.
like dude,
Bro, I remember
like oh my god.
Mark and I would download porn on LimeWire,
Yeah.
and we would put it directly onto his PS3,
Mhm.
and then use that to put it onto our PSPs. So we would,
Oh yeah, that's smart, dude.
we always had the same porn
mobile.
as each other.
I was
but
always locked down.
yeah, no, but we had the game figured out early. You know what I'm saying? Like we got it done, bro. Like, I remember. What was like your first, not your first time jerking off, but your first experience with porn? Because I remember being like, I have two memories. One was being at this creek, really young, across the street from my house, which doesn't exist anymore because now it's all like development houses, townhouses. But we found somebody had taken a magazine, a porn magazine, and ripped out all the titties and asses and like vaginas and stuff, and then took all of those and like the collection of just severed titty pictures and put those in like a box. And we found the box full of titties. So we divided up
That's
like
some
the
kid shit for sure.
yeah, so we divided up the titties and ass pictures amongst each other. And we just looted the box and left it, which is terrible. Because I bet that guy was, thinking back, it could have been like a guy who was like trying to hide his porn addiction from his wife and he was going to the woods to jerk off in the middle of the night.
But why just the titties?
Yeah, that was weird
like,
too.
Just cut out the whole chick.
You can't,
bro.
it's harder to hide a whole magazine, I guess. But and then I also remember my buddy Uncle Mike's younger brother. He introduced me to porn when we were like 7. I was young because he came out of the closet. He was gay, right? He came out of the closet when he was like 9, and I was I think 7 at the time. And I remember like being in like his family's like office room, and he was watching gay porn. And then I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck is all this, dude?" And then he was just like, "Here, I got you." And he pulled up straight porn, and he made it a tiny little window in the top right-hand corner of the screen. So 80% of the screen was gay porn, and then there was like a picture of straight porn in the top right corner. And I was 7, and I was just sitting there like watching the little corner at the top. With nothing going on, dick not working yet or nothing, just like, okay. This is for me. I understand.
Yeah, I'm about this.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
He's 9. He doesn't know any better either. He
Yeah.
was just watching hella
Yeah.
gay porn.
I mean, did he turn out to be gay?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
so that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, he
Whatever.
fucks women every now and then, though, which, I don't know. He's gay. He's whatever he
He
wants
can
to
be
be.
bisexual. Who fuck
He's
cares?
comfortable as who he is.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
That's what, and he's happy.
Well, I mean, also like, I think it's I think he's lucky that he found himself who he was
Young.
young, yeah,
Yeah.
and not had some bullshit scenario where somebody, family or somebody suppressed it, you know,
Yeah.
or whatever.
And,
you know?
like, Uncle
'Cause
Mike-
that's not a fun life for sure.
Yeah, and like Uncle Mike and his older brother were violent. Everybody was violent. He was
Yeah.
the youngest, but
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
still, he was out, and he knew who he was young, and he was
Boy.
confident in it. So
A
fuck yeah,
boy.
dude. Like, he was killing it. You know?
Hell yeah,
For that, he knew what he was doing. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
yeah.
All right, so what else we got on this fucking list here? What was the whole point of that?
What did you start with?
I don't know. We were talking about widow birds fucking, I guess.
We started with animals and birds,
Oh.
like doing weird ritual.
Okay,
Shit.
I have a thickness versus the internet, but we're running out of time here. So, thickness versus the internet. So Kelly Donahue, which is a dude.
Sure.
Okay, so he was on Jeopardy for his like 3rd or 4th episode in a row.
Mm.
He was like one of those like, if you win in Jeopardy, you get to go on the next episode. So I think
He won like 4 times in a row.
yeah.
Jesus.
And he threw up. It was kind of weird. He did the okay, right? So you make a circle with your index and your thumb, and then the like A-OK. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he kind of had it inwards, and it was kind of facing his chest. So it was awkward. It looked really awkward for sure.
So, like he was like not really like lifting his hand up all the way or something.
Yeah, it was like it's like almost like he just didn't want to fully commit to it, and so it's like he threw up okay, but like his hand wasn't all the way raised. But apparently, I just thought that part's not important to me. That stood out to me. I thought it was weird that his hand looked like that. It kind of looked like he was throwing up a pee.
It sounded like
Remember I showed you?
gang signs.
Yeah, remember when I showed you the gang signs with the
Yeah,
game?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it looked like he was throwing up peas, and I was like, "Is this guy throwing up peas right now?" But is this fat white balding dude throwing up peas on Jeopardy? Holy shit! Like that's baller. Peas mean that you went to a federal penitentiary at one point. So that means this is a hardened motherfucker on Jeopardy.
He's making some money for his boys.
Watch out from Todd from accounting, bro. He's a whiz at Jeopardy, and he'll fucking stab you.
Yeah, dude.
God
he's
damn.
making big bucks.
Yeah, so he's up on Jeopardy throwing up peas. No, he's throwing up so he threw up the okay though, I guess.
Right.
And
Right.
and now over the last few years, which I wouldn't be surprised most people didn't know this, okay has become synonymous with white power. I don't know how that's happened.
Oh, actually, I do remember
Yeah.
seeing something about that before.
Milo Yiannopoulos claims that he was the one who started that, but okay apparently means white power. And I guess
That's weird.
because this guy was white, and I don't know that he knew this, but he threw up an okay, and because he's white, that means he threw up white power. So everybody's mad at this guy
Oh my
for...
God.
Everybody's treating this guy like he did a white power chant on Jeopardy. And, I mean, we don't have a lot of time for me to, like, break down this. And I feel like it would just be broken record shit anyway. But, like, it's just the wrong kind of fight when it comes to racism.
Yeah.
I think we need to focus on the much bigger issues when it comes to racism.
Yeah.
And, like, if this guy just, he didn't, like, throw up a fucking Nazi salute. No. Like, and the other thing is, like, okay, like, let's say you fully believe that the OK symbol now is white power.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty fucking nuanced thing. And it's a symbol that's been around for generations. So you can't expect that a large majority of the population will have known that the change in that symbol, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if you were to change a hand gesture's meaning, it would take forever for that to get to everyone.
Yeah.
Because one, it would be a trend. If you're going to try to take over something like that,
Right.
you have to trend so hard that people are willing to change something that's already ingrained in their brain.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't, like, if this was like a new symbol for white power and the guy threw it up, you know what I'm saying? It didn't have another meaning.
Yeah.
Okay, that's terrible. If he knew it was white power, that's also terrible and kind of hilarious.
And to your point, there's no point arguing because there's no way that anybody's going to ever know.
And there's no point in,
Yeah.
like, just, like, making this some giant, terrible, like, his family needs to be doxxed and he's evil
Yeah.
kind of thing, because it's just, it's silly. I just, unless, and, like, maybe more will come out. Maybe he's got a big-ass Swazi under that fucking nice tucked-in button down.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, by the looks of the guy, I don't think he fucking would know that means white power at all.
Right.
I just don't think he would. I think it's too new. I think, first of all, for you to even know that means white power, you're either under 30, living in a giant city, or just following up with entertainment.
Yeah, have consistent internet.
Yeah.
usage.
So if you're over 30 or you don't live in fucking specifically in San Francisco, how the fuck would you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think maybe more will come out. If more comes out and he did it on purpose and he was like, yeah, that means white power, I'd be like,
Yeah.
all right, I'll take it back. That's terrible.
Yeah.
And kind of silly. But
It's probably a more biased opinion than anything, but I usually feel like it's the people who are outraging about it are usually just white people trying to white knight,
well, yeah, because
like-
it's like, I feel like there's more people that are afraid of being called racist than there are people who are racist.
Yeah. But I think
There's definitely a lot of racist white people.
I think in doing that,
Well, there's a lot of racist people in general.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to, generalize. I will say there's a lot of racist white people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I won't even make the every other race argument. There are a lot of racist white people. Yes, sure. I don't think this guy was one of them.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I guess I was just saying to your point, there's a lot of people like white knighting,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
like, and it, to your point in the beginning of this, it steers attention away from actual systematic racism and stuff that's actually hurting
They're doing Cosby
groups,
shit, bro.
It's like, yeah,
It's Cosby shit. I'm not racist. Look at me. I'm good.
yeah.
Because I yelled at that guy for being racist. I'm definitely not
Yeah.
racist. You're probably
Yeah.
more racist because you're trying to make black people think that you're
Yeah.
not. If you're not racist, just don't be racist.
Yeah.
And I guess it's different for us to say, because we're from the Bay.
Yeah, it was
So,
a melting pot. pretty
Yeah,
much.
we didn't like. You can't really grow up racist here. You could be kind of quietly racist. You can maybe have
Yeah.
assumptions,
Oh yeah.
but there's no Klan meetings in the fucking Bay. Like,
Right.
like you
That
had
we know of.
you
at
had
least.
black friends before you knew what racism was in the
Mhm.
Bay.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you
Like,
just had, just people of color
Yeah.
in general.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like I went to a fucking daycare instead of a preschool.
Mm-hmm.
You know who goes to daycares instead of preschools? Poor people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like before I knew what race was,
Yeah.
like you were hanging out with kids like you didn't even have a concept. They were just other kids. So
Yeah.
for us, it's a lot easier to disconnect, I guess, and just say like, no, it's not racist. We're all not racist. But I guess if you're like in a more secluded area, I guess it's different.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Can't speak for them.
different regions are also gonna have different scales of issue.
Yeah.
So it's really, but again,
But for this guy in particular,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then this one just seems more like internet trendy kind
Yeah.
of like.
we're just jumping on shit to jump on it.
Yeah.
I think it's the highlight.
Yeah.
It's a highlight reel.
Yeah.
It has the keywords.
The title of
White
the
supremacy.
article got popular and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I think if you we should probably name an episode "White Supremacy" and we can get like a lot of hits on it.
Honestly, yeah. The
Yeah,
media
yeah.
goes for that kind of.
We're gonna
cash
get some
grab
clicks
all
on-
the time.
We're gonna get some clicks on Mecha Hitler putting for sure. We're gonna click,
yeah, it's
yeah.
true.
We're gonna
it's
get
true.
demonetized, but in
Yeah.
the right way.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're not.
We're not making money. You can't take any from us.
Oh wait, yeah, we gotta go.
Oh fuck.
Bye bye. Where the fuck's the mouse?
Hit the button.